Race fans, welcome back into another edition of Tuesday Night NASCAR. We're back here after a couple-week break, just like the real-life calendar. Back here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway here for race 3 of 25 for the Ecosave 200. Here, as always, with my co-commentator in the booth, Art. How we doing tonight?
I'm real excited we get to see some actual racing. That's not to discredit Atlanta or Daytona, but those are draft-in tracks. This is where the skill comes out. It is one of my favorite tracks to run the trucks on. It's one where I had the most success whenever I ran iRacing normally, so I'm excited.
134 laps here tonight, 2 laps of qualifying to set the field. I think we have exactly 36 drivers registered, no one going home, but the field is full. Best case scenario for everybody. Stage 1 concludes at the end of lap 30. Stage 2 concludes at the end of lap 60. 3 green, white checkers if needed. 4 total tire sets. 40 to 45 laps, the estimated fuel run, and 0 fast repairs for these drivers. Here tonight at Las Vegas, Stoney Benfield was the 2024 winner. I don't think he is here tonight. I got a couple of new faces that just joined. I think 2 tonight making their season debut. So we'll see. Practice has just ended. Will Young, the best time, 29.84. And we'll get right into qualifying. Top 20 are locked in if there was a late entrant. You can see there we have the points updated for this season now. We're not going off of last year's stats anymore. I think we have exactly 36. So it will not matter.
I also count 36, and I don't think anyone else can join.
Yeah, it was 36 at the end of practice, so here's somebody making their debut tonight, Jeff Carson, in the 9 truck. I think Casey Pfeiffer is the other, and then there was maybe 1 or 2 more that I know of for certain. Oh yeah, Dakota LaRue, he was very quick in practice. He was second quickest in the 50 truck. But here we go. We got times coming in now. Jeff Carson, 30.1. 3 times on the board thus far. Here is the 39 machine, Logan Giesbrecht. Let's go on board with him for a lap around Las Vegas. Stable there through 1 and 2. These are open setups, so they'll be trimmed out, hopefully to go wide open on both ends of the racetrack, right down to the bottom. Don't want to hit the apron, though, and wash up. Gotta watch out for the turn 4 wall on exit. It juts out underneath the apron, all the way down as far as you like it. Second lap for Giesbrecht. 30 flat. Andrew Deemer goes quicker, 29.98. In the 83 machine, first man into the 29 second bracket. Also making his debut here tonight. Sean Rogers crosses the line, goes 3rd quickest. The 50 truck, who was quick in practice, 14th quickest on his first.
Yeah, it's second lap qualifying here. That's where you're going to get it.
You saw him working there off the top on turn number 4 to get momentum for his second lap. And that truck looks pretty planted through 3 and 4. 29.98. Second lap for the 50 truck. Second quickest, 30 flat again. 10 Or just 1/100th of a second separating him from pole.
Got Moynihan on a lap.
The 53 truck. First lap was a 30.69. We'll find some improvement on the second lap. Hunter Kent to P1, 29.94. Heck of a lap for that 52 machine. No surprise there. He's been quick everywhere we've gone. Keith Long about to start his first lap.
Gonna have Bobby Blazer finishing his second lap here.
That actually was, yep, Keith Long's first lap. Bobby Blazer to finish his second in the 90 truck. Minimal improvement. He'll stay 26th.
We've got Jeremy Paris jumping to the top of the board.
29.94. It is 1/1000th of a second. Brandon Minto, your Atlanta winner 3 weeks ago. Refer to Motorsports. Mike McConville won at Daytona. And then Minto, his teammate, won at Atlanta. Now Minto goes all the way into P9, looking to go back to back. Here is your Daytona winner with 5 minutes remaining. Tane Hodison also about to start his laps. 10-minute qualifying, not 5, so they have plenty of time to get their laps in.
That is interesting. Might have just revealed some sauce there, going slow on the outlap.
So interesting to note, there is a 37th entrant. So one person will be going home if they decide to actually make a lap. If everyone decides to make a lap. We'll see who elects to qualify. On board here with the season opener winner. Time to beat 29.94. 3 trucks have cracked the 29-second bracket. Conville hoping to be the 4th.
He went through, he went on the apron through the trioval, coming to his flying lap. Is that fast?
Let's find out. It's fast. 29.91. Holy cow, that's a statement right there.
I was so confused by that move. I figured you want to stay a little further to the out, limit movement and carry momentum, but
it worked. It worked very well. Put 0.03 of a second between himself and anyone else. Tane Hodison goes 4th quickest. Claude Furlan, 31.83 on his first lap. Chris Davis goes 9th quickest. Matt Metler on his outlap. Eli Tomlin in the 37. About to complete his first lap. But you can see all the way up against the wall, trying to build momentum for lap number 2. Furlan goes 14th quickest. Eli Tomlin 33rd. You don't want to be 35th or 36th. That's really the only goal here, because there is 34, 35, there's 37 trucks entered into qualifying right now. And if Rich Jet doesn't qualify, you can see there he's 16th in points. He is locked in. Same with John Wilco, actually. So you don't want to be 34th or 34th through 36th. Eli Tomlin will no longer have to worry. Two minutes remaining in qualifying. Matt Metler has to qualify his way into the show. Will Young's first lap, 34.02. Will Young does not have to qualify his way into the show. He is locked in. Very good start to the season for this 41 truck. You can see there, 2 starts, 2 top 10s, 6 in points. Second lap for Will Young, 25th. Matt Mettler off the track. Oh, the turn 4 wall just got him. And that could be him out. And it should be, actually. Because Rich Jett and John Wilco, see it there, both locked into the show. 34th is Bobby Blazer. Rich Jett, 16th in points. John Wilco, 35, 36, both locked in. Matt Mettler, with that mistake, will not make the show here this evening. That was pretty simple math there. Let's take another look at it. That just trying to dig. Just like we saw multiple times throughout last weekend's events. Turn 4 wall just came out and grabbed him. .909 the time for Mike McConville. 33 hundredths of a second over Jeremy Paris. And they'll do a final warm-up to get the grid set. You can see there, Matt Mettler has manually disconnected. Bit of a heartbreaker there. The only one to go home. The 36 trucks. So the expectation here tonight is we'll see potentially some different faces up front. Obviously, it's a mile and a half now. Tire conservation is going to matter. You just can't go full throttle the entire time.
I mean, you say that. We've got McConville starting on pole. Hunter Kent's right there behind him. Hopefully, we see new faces. Andrew Deemer there in 6th. It could come out to strategy. It is a little bit of a drafting track. It helps
as far as the trucks are concerned.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it will really be about tire conservation, because if McConville just gets going out there running full bore on these tires, we could see him slip back to the 20s.
And let's talk to Mike McConville, our pole sitter. Here with the pole sitter, Mike McConville, continuing a great start from Ferda Motorsports, 2 wins in a row, and now the pole for the 3rd race of the season. What's the expectation here tonight? How's the truck and race setup?
Man, we expect to win. We're not giving up this 2 in a row. We're going to go for 3 in a row tonight.
Very good. Sebo got 3 in a row, so why not Ferda, right?
That's right.
But what are you expecting race-wise from Las Vegas? Obviously, you got the track position, but what's kind of the expectation from your point of view on how things will play out tonight?
I expect the first 10 to 15 laps of each run that we do. It's going to basically be a restrictor plate race. But if we can get deep into a run, say 20, 25, 30 laps, it will come down to handling who's got the best truck. So, but I think we got a pretty good piece here in the Ferda camp. So they'll be looking, hopefully, at our rear deck lid the whole race.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the pole, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate you. Glad to have you guys back. Missed you guys these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been bored the last couple of weeks. Nothing to do on Tuesdays. But
I hear that.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, the track schedule was weird. It's like, hey, everybody, we're back. Drivers, broadcasters, everybody. So, yeah, we'll have to get out of that short run. Restarts will be exciting. Everyone all bunched up. But like you said, after 10, 15, 20 laps, handling will go away.
They really need to fix the schedule. Just have them follow them everywhere. I wanted to see trucks on Coda.
They're too poor.
I wanted to see these trucks on Coda.
Yeah. They're absolutely too poor, though. There's no money in it.
There's no money in NASCAR.
Yeah, but especially the
It's all
truck
the
series, they race for a bag of peanuts.
Bring back Cowbush Motorsports.
Not that it's entirely indicative, but CJ Erdman, the quickest in warm-up. A minute remaining. But warm-up at a bare minimum. We've done a couple of leagues ourselves in just past years. It's good to at least go out and do a lap, and then you can hit at speed and know exactly where your box is at. Oh, big trouble there. That happens in the race. All three of those are out. All three of them are out. But since they do the qualifying and the warm-up, because sometimes they have to send people home, it's good to see where your box will be. So you don't miss it under yellow or green flag pit stops. So most everyone did come out. I think 26 out of 35 at least came out, so to know where your box is at. Yeah, but I'm hopeful we'll get some green flag running tonight. Get to showcase some of these battles throughout the field. Get things a little spread out. Warm-up comes to a close. All right, kicked him over, and now we'll grid up, be ready to go here. 36 trucks.
134 laps.
See if anyone rolls the dice in Vegas, trying to get a little lucky on fuel strategy or 2 tires, 4 tires. We'll see if there's any gambling towards the end of this thing, or if it's just outright, I'm better than you, I'm going to drive away. We will see.
I don't think we'll be seeing any corner bombs here at Cheesy.
Well, you never know. Let's check one thing real quick right before we get going. Let's check. Hunter Kent's number didn't load. Who else? Real quick. Like everyone else there's good. 11 through. So yeah, let's just go change Hunter Kent's number real quick. I think he is the 52 truck. He is. I hate that it does this to me. There you go. That should fix it. We'll get rid of the power. Just confirm that it worked. There we go. Beautiful. All right, everybody did in fact grid up. And they're all there off of turn 2 back to Rich Jet, John Wilco. It's interesting. They elect to not qualify anywhere. Not the super speedways, but they want to just hang out at the back. At any track, it looks like.
Hey, it could be easy spots that way.
Hey, McConville told us that Rich Jet almost won himself a championship with that last season. So we got the field maximum capacity here in Las Vegas. Mike McConville, Jeremy Parrish, your front row. Lights are out on the pace car. It's time to go racing. Hard left-hand turn. McConville. Trying to make it 2 wins on the season. Leads us to the Geico restart zone. And the Ecosave 200 is green.
There's some checkups in that outside line. Surprised no one went around.
3 trucks absolutely hooked up on the bottom like it'd be a super speedway. But here we go. Through turns 1 and 2 for the first time. And it's pretty... I'm so confused. It's not plate racing. I haven't seen this on our channel in such a long time. Big dive there from Hunter Kent. Already into second position. The 05, Jeremy Paris. Hanging tough on that outside. To his inside is Chris Davis as they're 3 wide. Scrambling mid-pack. And Conville will lead lap number 1.
Guys, 3 wide action here in the
Everywhere.
midfield.
We're going to have to get used to this again, aren't we, partner? Andrew Stacy is already up 5 spots. Claude Furland is up 4. So when we mean bigger mover, these are genuinely just making some great passes in the opening couple of laps. Ron Rogers up 2, Minto up 3. And as I say that, Andrew Stacy, the biggest movers around. He made up the most spots in the opening lap. Then on the second lap, he goes around. Doesn't look like he hit anything, though. Incredibly.
I mean, he got hit, so could be some damage.
Ooh.
Does he self-clear here, or does he get turned?
That could have been so much worse, but there's no significant damage. Tires will be unhappy. Let's see here, Forda's 65 machine. It was up about 5 or 6 spots. We'll just kind of let this play out. They're 3 wide. He's not really given a whole lot of room there to the, I believe that's the 01 machine of Jamie Beasley. Look at it. That's a tough one.
I don't really think there's too much of that fault here. They just kind of get together.
Because it's not like the 01, honestly. He didn't really arc up that much for being stuck middle. I mean, he comes up a little bit, but that's expected naturally. You can see right there where Pilardi's running in the 29. Like, we just do it right there. You can see where the 29's running and where the 65's running at the point of contact. So just a little give and take necessarily, maybe. I'm curious what race control determined for that one. But it was tight either way. Let's get a different angle of it.
I mean, I would like to see racing incident, but if you had to assign blame, for me personally, it would have been Andrew Stacy, because he had a lot more room to arc out. But it feels like he wanted to be to the inside, potentially get around him and try and go to the bottom.
Right. And then somebody did an incredible job of missing this wreck. Was it Bobby Blazer? Was it him? I think it was. Has to make last minute maneuver there. Does not hit anything. Well done there. And everyone's still going. Would just be a quick fix. Probably have a little damage from getting turned there, but we'll probably want to save that set of tires even though they went for a spin for that 65.
I mean, you really just gotta, chug it out for now. It's way too early to make a tire change.
Beasley also came in, probably just to double check that he didn't have any damage, but a couple guys will stop off just for a little more fuel. Other than that, we will re-rack them at the front and we'll go again. It was so cool seeing just 3 wide everywhere, but I'm like, they're actually like not all bunched together in one camera shot. Conville still your race leader. back of the field. They're just now getting off, so they should make it back. Pace car make that hard left-hand turn. Get the restart here on lap number 7. Conville, the control car. The tire tracks here from Andrew Stacy. We're back underway. Good restart for that 8. He'll be clear into turn number 1. 74 machine to Chris Davis moving to the inside.
Man, this outside line hates restarts.
And we'll fall back 4th in line there. The 5 applying some pressure here on the second restart, going up a lane higher, trying to get that bite off the corner, get that momentum. He's right there, side by side for the race lead. No bonus points for leading a lap, but
Still feels nice.
Why not get the track position if you can? If you feel like you got a truck to get out front and lead laps, stage points will obviously matter. This 05 is going for it.
Hit him with a little crossover there.
And down the back into 3. They swap lanes. This time it's the 8. Then that second lane, 05 on the bottom. 05. Oh, McConville ran up the track there on exit. Give the lead to Jeremy Paris. Power move there early from that 05. Conville not giving it up just yet. Casey Pfeiffer, the 18 machine, up 8 spots. Daniel Moynihan up 10 spots in that 53 machine. You'll see him coming to turn number 3 right there. Looking at middle lane. 19th right now. He also has the fastest lap of the race, 30.2. As we look through this field, battles literally all over the racetrack. Battle for 30th. You got the 71, the 01 side by side. You get the 59 right in front of them. Kevin Sully, he's also making a debut tonight, I believe. That's a lot of side by side, honestly. You just click through this field, a little spread out here and there. I think Giesbrecht might have caught the wall there a little bit. He's dropping back as Moynihan picks up another position. Right now, you can see here, at least through the top 18, it's a race to the bottom for the most part from that shot from Moynihan's truck. Take you on board with him. Look how many it was, a race to the bottom, but a couple trucks hop out of line there, but it's going to be on that. 2 left side tires planted on that apron nearly.
We've got a battle for the lead. McConville trying to get back around Paris.
Chris Davis got a great look at this from 3rd place. McConville led that one at the line. Hunter Kent right there. Tane Hodison right there. Not able to clear just yet. Looks like the 05 actually falls back into line. Here's 74. Big move into turn number 3. That is Chris Davis. Side by side now for 2nd. Conville said it'd be kind of like a plate race like we've had the last 2 weeks for at least 10, 15 laps. And that's what we're seeing. Not a whole lot of separation yet. Some wear on those tires. McConville almost caught in somewhat of a sucker hole there. Looked like he was going to get split 3 wide. Big moves from the 05. Maybe trying to get the 8 loose there a little bit. Not able to do so. Our first gap in the field starts from 19th to 20th. Logan Giesbrecht. And we have Will Young and Richard Pruitt leading the second half of the field. Only issues to note of Derek Baccorn in the 23. is 7 seconds off of John Wilco, so he is going for the stage caution. Didn't get any notification that he went off track or anything, but
I mean, I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything.
he's still running. 13.5 seconds behind the leaders. Halfway through stage number 1 this time. By contact there, nearly for second. More contact.
Oh, they're still beating.
5:74.
Got some beef for second place right now.
And that's right at the front of this field. 19 trucks separated by 1.5 seconds. It could be a big incident. Should something pop off between them. Second group racing just as hard. We see a lot of 2x2 here as well. On fitting, Bobby Blazer up 13 positions. Gabriel Lafrene up 4. Andrew Stacy trying to work his way back up after being involved in our first and only caution. He got spun off the bumper of Jamie T. Beasley just directly in front of him.
Jeremy Paris is fighting. He almost self-quitted the 74 and went around the infield.
Back up front we go. There's Sean Rogers. He's up 7 positions. Now side by side for that third position with Chris Davis. Here comes the 50 truck, Dakota LaRue. Bringing Tane Hodison with him. Starting to see a little bit of a gap here. 0.3 of a second from 9th to 8th. So maybe the top 8. Just a little bit more speed at this point in time. And then there's kind of a group of 4, and there's about a half a second back from Pilardi to Deemer from 12th to 13th. So these packs will just start to form naturally all on their own, just depending on how much the guys are willing to push. 3 wide there off the exit of 4. Oh, the 83 loose. Or actually, that almost was catastrophic. The 83 was not loose, but he was really tight out of the gas. And he had to check up right in front of that 3 wide group. And there was contact made. Great driving by everybody.
Way to keep it going forward.
Richard Pruitt was making a big move down the back there in that 24. Things are starting to get a little single file, a little spread out. Putting on a good show for us here tonight.
Single file's, bound to happen when you get to your position. The tires start to wear out, less moves really being able to be made, and you just want to log laps.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a balancing act with this the stage being at what it is. You only get 3 tire changes. Do you even dare save a set at lap 30? Or how much do you push in the opening 30? Do you just save, and then go from 30 to 60? Because the fuel run's about 40 to 45, so there's a whole lot of calculations in there on how hard to push these tires. But if you're just planning on burning them, then you can just go crazy. All right, I'm getting rid of these tires at lap 30 when the stage caution, so. Side by side there. For 4th, Sean Rogers, Hunter Kent. This lead pack starting to break up just a little bit. Conville has that staying power, as does Jeremy Parrish. No surprise, they qualified 1-2. They run 1-2. Further back in this field, Logan Giesbrecht. He is down 17 spots from where he started. Thought he had a little bit of damage on that right side, but don't see anything on that right front. Oh, Eli Tomlin got really squirrely there. Going into 1, he lost a handful of spots there. Don't see any right front damage on that 39, but he gained 2 spots
like this
right
is
there.
Calculated move by Giesbrecht, just saving his stuff, because in the first 5 laps, he was down quite a few spots. It didn't seem like really a pace thing as much as a I don't want to be around a ton of people thing.
Now we've gone under cloud cover here, so this will definitely change how these trucks handle. Temperature changes. This group here just outside of the top 10. That last stage point going to CJ Erdman in the 68. He's trying to hold off Casey Pfeiffer, Velarde, and Moynihan in the last handful of laps. He looks behind him. Only 2 car lengths to Pfeiffer. We got Giesbrecht in the wall, though. Multiple cars
Maybe I was
off the
wrong.
track. Yeah, so what happened to Giesbrecht? Now he's got right side damage. Didn't say he wrecked because he maintained his speed. Oh, 63 into the fence, 39 into the back of him. There goes 39 up into the wall. Yeah, that was Don Miller that originally knocked the fence down. No caution, though. Giesbrecht immediately, and he took a hard lick there. Conville looks like he's got it covered. Bacorn will be thankful for this stage break. He will not go a lap down. Doesn't look like before the end of the stage. The leaders do see him as they exit turn 2. He enters turn 3. And with 2 laps to go in the stage.
I think we're gonna have to go ask, the track to turn on the lights.
Seriously, this is just in 30 laps, gone from completely sunny all over the track to the entire track is shaded in cloud cover. Casey Pfeiffer has gotten that last spot in the top 10, gotten around Erdman, who's now under pressure from Moynihan and Pilardi. I start to learn these names. Jeremy Paris under pressure from second. Chris Davis has not gone away. Sean Rogers was able to complete the pass on Hunter Kent. He'll stay in 4th. Kent somewhat comfortable from Tane Hodison. As we start the last lap in stage number 1. Felt like we just talked to McConville. We can hold off for half a lap here. We'll talk to him again for your stage 1 winner. Into turn number 3, 05 under pressure more so than attacking. As long as he throttles up, doesn't knock down the fence. We'll get the stage wins. Position swapping right at the back here. There's McConville with the stage win. Right at the line, Moynihan holds off Pfeiffer for that last stage point. So Pfeiffer took it from Urban. Moynihan took it from Pfeiffer. Mike McConville didn't lead every lap in stage 1.
Well, led most of them.
Led the majority, probably like 28. Strong opening stint there.
So before we get, McConville in here, I want to ask if we can ask him how the tires are holding up. But do you think they could potentially make it another 30 and just save their tire sets for the final, stage 3?
I imagine somebody will try it. Maybe.
Like if I'm Rich Jet, that's what I'm doing. I'm cruising around the back.
Because
as long
you
as I
saw
can
what happened to Bacorn, right? He was way off the pace. He did not even get lapped, though.
Yeah.
And if you were just saving in the first 30, you could, just go at average pace, as long as you don't have an incident. Yeah, you could definitely save a set. And then just take it at 60 and be good from there.
All right, they're slow. I'm going to get him in here.
Well,
On the right side.
Oh,
On the right side?
No, I don't want to talk about.
Art pulled you in here, but congratulations on the stage win.
Appreciate it.
That was some good battle in there with Jeremy Paris.
Oh.
And you got the stage win. Led like 27, 28 laps. From pole.
It's gonna be a fun race tonight, man. Those guys behind me, whew, if they didn't probably wear their stuff out brawling, we're in for a good finish.
So the weather is an interesting thing to note. It started completely sunny. About 15 minutes in, the whole track was covered in cloud cover. Now it looks like the sun's coming back out a little bit there.
Ooh.
How's that changing the handling of these trucks?
I haven't really felt much change from the green flag to now. My truck basically stayed the same. It got a little extra slidey off turn 4, but other than that, it's been solid. When the sun completely goes away for the final stage, I expect it to tighten up a bunch. But if we can stay on top of it, man, they're going to have a hard time passing this 8 truck.
Absolutely. Then already I could tell a little bit of strategy being played from some people maybe. Trying to, now that we're at a mile and a half, these tire sets mean a little bit more. So we'll see what everyone elects to do in the second half of this race. But yeah, looks like some strategy being played a little bit already.
Yeah, it looked like that 05 maybe took 2. Same with the 52. Or maybe none. So
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But a brilliant opening stage. Not much more you could ask for. And good luck. We'll put you back in there and we'll let you get back to it.
Appreciate it. Still not.
I heard the appreciate it. I thought that was gonna be the end of it. I'm trying to get him back in his voice chat so he can communicate. I hope he's not watching the broadcast because that 05 took no tires.
Yeah, that was fuel only, and then I think
Yeah.
52 might have taken 2. It said somebody crashed, so what happened here? Oh, he just came to a stop. All right, yeah. It always gives me a warning. It's like, hey, someone is going dangerously slow. So, just had to double check. Might have lost a wheel or something that happened a lot over the week.
It hurts.
He wasn't the only one. So yeah, Giesbrecht, he knocked down the right front there, hitting the wall. Wilco, Steve Herring, Rich Jett, they all elected to top off. We're coming back for the restart. So 35 trucks on track and on the lead lap. And poor Logan Giesbrecht kind of dead to rights at this moment. The sun's back out in 3 and 4, but here we go. Jeremy Paris, Hunter Kent, they're on a different tire strategy. Let's see how they fire off. Great jump for the 05. And he'll have an extra set of tires. From the second stage on. And like you said, the caution laps count. He only needs to do a handful. I mean, we're already 5 laps in already. Officially 4, but yeah. He will not go a lap down. He'll just forfeit, probably second stage points. But
I mean, I think you'd give up the stage points for a potential race win.
you will have that flexibility at the end of the race to push as hard as you want. So you can see there McConville already around both of them. Hunter Kent back to 5th. Harris will start that fall back through the field as well. If they can get a couple cautions and just keep this thing, spread out, or I should say bunched up, where they just do every couple of laps.
We've lost Giesbrecht.
Were we the kiss of death officially? Oh, trouble! 21 around, 43 around. Can they save it? Diego Rodriguez in the middle of the track. More problems in the back. The 37 not able to avoid it. Big trouble on the front stretch. Oh, bad to worse. Second actual yellow. A wild ride there. On board with Diego Rodriguez. He was almost good.
That car coming in late.
Eli Tomlin were on board with him. Yeah, he didn't see Diego Rodriguez until the last possible second. All he saw was a bunch of smoke. He was following in the footsteps, and then all of a sudden, bam! Who was that directly in front of him, by the way?
Made some moves.
Jeff Carson, by the way. How about it? Yeah, he was just trying to follow Jeff Carson right through. Who snuck through there. Eli Tomlin not as lucky. And he chucks that second reverse and hits Rodriguez again, but let's take a look at actually what caused this incident. We saw Moynihan get really loose, kind of on corner exit. There's Claude Furland. It's kind of like they all just wash up into each other. There's Pilardi on the bottom, and he really comes up, washes up the hill into the left rear to 21, I think. You can see it here. 43's coming down a little bit. So the 21 was just kind of meeting the sandwich. That 43 was coming down just a tiny bit to react to the 53 getting loose in front of him. 29 washed way up the hill. And they kind of met in the middle. And then there was a separate incident there with the 83 machine of Andrew Deemer and Richard Pruitt, who was already loose. And the 83 not able to check up in time, gets a 24 spin around, as well as himself. The 21-37 got the worst of it. That was a good shot there. He backed up into with the right rear there. Eli Tomlin with that front end damage in the trucks, probably he'll be the biggest loser from that. Richard Pruitt already out. Rodriguez already back out. And we're ready to go back to green. I love cautions on a regular size track. It don't even take that long.
I've missed this.
This is back in our prime, man. Yeah, with that, though, they keep ticking the laps away, though. So if you're a Jeremy Paris or a Hunter Kent, you're just ticking off laps till lap 60 when you can put a set of tires on. But here we go. McConville still in control. Tain Honest behind him. We're back underway. It's just so funny. Everything's different. It's like, oh, he got a great restart. He jumped way out in front, way far out in front. It's gonna hurt him at Daytona or in Atlanta, Talladega. Not here. Just get out and go. Addison settles into second. Sean Rogers side by side for third. 3 wide further in the back. Looks like that was Ron Fitting, maybe, duking it out. As everybody else is on the restart, trying to make up positions. That retruck way on the bottom. The 14 of Jacob Carter. Really aggressive through the middle. 3 wide. Yes, he is. Jeff Carson to his inside. Pilardi to his outside. Carter trying to make it work. That 53 looks deadly loose. 14 says, I don't care about your problems. Oh, trouble right in front of him, but they keep it straight. That was, I think, Hunter Kent on those older tires. Just trying to hang on to it. It was 4 wide.
Strategy making it spicy here.
Oh, Jacob Carter. It's still not over.
53.
Whew. But I say the extra set of tire doesn't matter if you get killed. That 53 is not having a good time with his truck right now. Pilardi loose. The 23, Bacorn, he's back. Yeah, it looks like he just, I don't know. He's back in the field now, and he's keeping pace just fine. So that stage caution was great for that 23 truck. But that 53 is just loose, man. You hate to, it's visibly notable to all the broadcasters. It's like, man, you know that truck's evil. How about Bobby Blazer, man, up 27 spots. Gabriel Lafrene up 24 spots in that 06. Cody Morgan up 10 spots. Got some big movers here in the early part of stage number 2.
Yeah, this is all down to strategy. It can work out for these people. Or it can, come back to bite them. That extra set of tires, if we get a caution, 10 to go.
Bolt
And
set
the people
on
who
and
did-
just fly by. You have 3 tire changes, so essentially everyone that took 4 tires at 30 will probably take another one at 60, and then they'll run it dry, take the last set probably about a lap 100, and then go to the end. And that's it. But essentially everybody else that saved a set can take their first set at 60, then go to 100, go to the end like everybody else, and then have that set from lap 100 to the end if needed. They essentially just chalk up stage 2 as a loss, that's the only thing. Yeah, but Blazer started 34th, and he is up to 7th, challenging for more. Don Miller up 12, Ron Fitting up 13, side by side with Jeff Carson there. Jacob Carter right behind him in 15th, nearly got spun a couple of laps ago. Let's see Hunter Kent just hanging on. Jeremy Paris. Those are the guys that we know for a fact gambled on strategy trying to save a set of tires. Look at that, 3 wide right there. 06 41 58. Chris Davis now challenging for the lead as we sit. Just great stuff up here in this front 10 or so trucks.
I'm really surprised. It was like 4 laps ago where there were 6 trucks battling, for the top 6 spots. They were all tucked in together, and they had, I think, about half a second on the field. Now here comes every other truck.
Yeah, the top 15 now have kind of latched on here. Don Miller 1.2 seconds behind in 16th, leading a group of 6 trucks. They're 2x2 here. And you just kind of, I was like Sean Rogers might have stepped up the hill just a little bit. But you instantly notice just how well these trucks handle. Don't notice a whole lot of just completely out of control. But when we're looking through the field, especially, I hate to be a dead horse, but Moynihan, who's just fighting to hang on to that truck lap after lap, whether that's setup base or just not comfortable or whatever it may be, there's a reason why these trucks are at the front, just because it's stable.
The truck's not fighting them.
They're able to do what they want with it. Conville tried the crossover, but now Chris Davis to the point in that 74 machine.
In 3 wide just behind them.
They are duking it out here. That's Blazer through the middle, Pfeiffer up top, Minto down low. 12 in the 90 had a photo finish at Atlanta. 12 came out on top. Still 3 wide at 41 of Will Young getting in the picture. Fearless from all these drivers. Gap remains unchanged. Don Miller about 1.2 seconds back in 16th.
Top 4 making a little bit of a breakaway here.
Eli Tomlin is on pit road. Unscheduled. There for about a minute now. Steve Herring, Richard Pruitt, Andrew Deemer just kind of hanging on. The 83 was obviously involved in our most recent caution. Like you said, here's a top 4. It's impressive that McConville, he's lost the lead twice, and he has made a move within like 5 laps both times to get it back, or very nearly get it back. That's a very good handling truck right now. Look at that. What is 4 wide nearly to turn 1? They are going at it here. Less than 10 laps
Ooh, they were
for the stage.
41 and 59 were door banging.
58 with a little block there, Cody Morgan. Trying to keep that 59. Kevin Sully making the most of his debut. Here he comes. Started 30th. Inside the top 10 now. I know nothing about him, but he's up here in the top 10. Truthfully. Welcome to Tuesday Night NASCAR. Still, anyone in this top 15 back to Ron Fitting could get stage points. There's Eli Tomlin. He is done from his unscheduled stop. Many laps down at this point, but still running. Conville still trying to find a way by. Would love to sweep the stages. That means you have some points to fall back on if you don't. If something goes awry in the third stage. There's always a strategy of it. Stage points are fantastic. Stage cautions, not so much. But since this is a replica of the real life series, you can't really complain. Side by side for 4th. Hoddison Blazer going at it. Minto right there as well. Will Young hanging on to that last stage point. We got a car in the wall there. Off turn 2, we stay green. Pfeiffer and John Crow Sr. duking it out. Looks like that 95's got some good grip out there. He's going to make a charge for this stage point. Got past Pfeiffer, now looking to take on Will Young. Either he conserved or he took tires, but he's got more grip than some of these guys in front of him. But he's charging when he needs to be.
We'll talk about Chris Davis. He was stuck on the outside of Mike McConville for the last 3 laps and been one of the few drivers to make that outside work for him. I know he's burning his stuff up, but he might be getting the stage here.
1.5 laps. McConville, he was side by side for second. Now he's back on the rear bumper there. Was able to dispatch Sean Rogers. Bobby Blazer now up to 3rd, plus 31 for that 90 truck. Coming to the white flag in stage number 2.
See if we get a big move here from McConville.
He is right there. He's going to have to set it up, though. Trying to get that 3rd lane working for some momentum around the high side. Still side by side for 3rd behind him. 74 is going to cut it off. McConville says, I'll keep the momentum, and I'll try a big move into turn number 3. Try and make it stick, but everybody's tires are worn at this point. 74 should have the momentum off. You would assume. There it is. It's going to be close, though. And he'll take it. He will take it just barely. I was like, where's that momentum at?
Run there.
Yeah, McConville made it closer than I thought.
If he didn't, it was a little close on the backstretch. That hampered his momentum getting around him, but if it wasn't for that, he would have had a shot. I mean, he did have a shot, but...
Yeah, so since we've never talked to him, we'll let him make his pit stop and everything. I know some guys probably like, let me get in and out, make sure I got everything checked, so we'll let him get his scheduled service, and then we'll talk to Chris Davis.
Yeah, I'm allowed to just bully McConville.
Yeah, McConville
He abandoned us in a 24-hour race, all right? He can't complain about anything.
You're never going to let that go, are you?
No. I was going to sleep. I was tired. And then he left the car. I had to get up and drive another, 4 hours.
Yeah. That was a heck of a second stage. I was caution-free, too, I believe. Well done. Or no, we had the one caution.
I was gonna
right
say,
at the
we
start.
got
yeah,
that, like,
we
yeah.
the Diego. Yeah, we had one right at the start. But one caution in the stage, I will live with it. Wonderful performance. They make their way down. This one should be fairly straightforward. It should be 4 tires for everybody.
I realize Chris Davis is part of beast mode performance.
Oh, it says it on the side of his truck too. So
I don't be looking at sponsors. I didn't want to care about is on the back of Mike McConville's truck.
not biased or anything.
Not at all. I like the Jeg sponsorship.
Yeah.
Love me some Kenny Wallace representation.
Yeah, so it looked fairly straightforward there. Everyone kind of coming in where they are going out where they came in. So let's go ahead and get Chris Davis in the booth. With your stage 2 winner, Chris Davis, were able to hold off Mike McConville in a thriller, and you pick up the stage 2 win. What's the goal here now that we got no more stages left?
Really just keep it clean and you know, try to finish this thing out. I hope we keep getting some long green flag runs. Just actually really surprised that we've got a decent amount of runs here lately, and you know, if we can keep it clean, I gotta give a tip to Mike there. He was all over me. We kept it clean. That was a great battle, and hopefully we can give you something like that coming to the end here.
Hopefully, only one caution that second stage. We got no more guaranteed cautions, no more stages. How do you feel like your truck will handle over the long run if we get one?
I think it's going to do pretty good. I was a little bit loose right there, but I think it's going to come around the longer run we get. So hopefully we can just keep it put together here and give you a good finish.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the stage 2 win, and good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
I love having a second person here just so you can move people in and out. I love it so much.
I don't like it because I have to do the right click and it like moves.
Yeah, because they got so many
dragging
channels.
them.
Yeah.
So many people here. They show up with 36 people.
Seriously. There's going to be... I'm just surprised it hasn't happened yet. We're just going to put somebody in the wrong push channel one time and just not notice it. And they're just going to be stuck. We're good at talking to. All right. Got what? 70 to go? 60 to go? Not even. I'm so out of it. Something like that. Lights are off on top of the pace car. Sun is setting. Pace car is off. Chris Davis, Mike McConville. Row number 1. We're back underway.
You're gonna want to focus on Jeremy Parrish here, starting 21st.
And Hunter
See how he can get
third. Both of these guys, actually. You know what? Let's
See
focus
how that
on
alternate
them,
strategy works out.
Let's crank it up while we see what kind of moves they can make through the field. Let's crank it up for the first time here tonight in Las Vegas. They even made it through our Crank It Up segment. They're putting on a show tonight. Conville back in the lead. His teammate Bobby Blazer right behind him.
Minto right there, too.
It'd be a third, a 1, 2, 3. Just cancel the season, give them the title.
Yeah, you never know. Things change. People can start wrecking.
So now that we've got out of the stage portion of tonight's event, they came in at lap 62, so the expectation is they could go to 107 to 112, and that would take them to the end. Yeah, no, 102. Something like that. Shortly after lap 100. Final answer. If they go green. Which you see all of this. And you just don't know. I'm curious how Rich Jett will do. Because he is always someone that wants to kind of bide his time at the back. We'll see how he does in a non-super speedway environment. Same thing with John Wilco. Battling all throughout this field. Kane Hodison, he's going the wrong direction in this stage. He is chasing after the 37 there. But literally a battle for 33rd here with Andrew Deemer around the outside. Those are teammates, so I guess he's just messing with them.
I've wrecked a teammate before, so
Yeah,
I've been wrecked by teammates before.
many times.
Many times.
Tell you what though, John Crow Sr., Casey Pfeiffer, Jeff Carson, this whole group just came alive in the second stage. But Will Young though took the lead away from McConville. I think that's our fourth different leader tonight. Conville, Chris Davis, Will Young, and there was one more.
It was Paris.
Oh, Jeremy Paris, that's right. Yep. 4 leaders tonight so far. So now here's truthfully where you see who is just going all out. Ooh, close there between the 9 and the 90. Very similar colors on their schemes. You'll be able to tell quickly if somebody is just burning through their stuff. Flat foot to the floor, flat out. There is no caution on lap 90, so they'll have to go, 15 more laps than that or so. We'll see if they just fall off the face of the cliff or not. They are minding their P's and Q's right now. Jett up 2 more spots since I last checked in on him, trying to crack the top 20. The battles here. Wilco, Don Miller, Derek McCorn.
Battle between Kevin Soley and the 18 machine there. There was a big send through 4.
Side by side on the excellent turn 2. 95, John Crow Sr. blinking out just a little bit. Chris Davis went from 1st to 5th, but he's still right there.
Could be a little tire save there.
59 into the wall there.
Oh, we're going to have
Sully, Minto.
Minto thought about it. He stuck his nose in there.
He was just a little bit loose trying to make that maneuver work. 3 wide here through 1 and 2. Sean Rogers trying to take advantage of the situation, bringing the 05 of Jeremy Perez with him. Jacob Carter always knows where the action's at, it seems. 59 hit that wall, and he's been going backwards ever since. That whole lap, he was just losing spots trying to recover. No stage points left to offer. It's all about where you end up.
Jeremy Paris up. I think that's 12 spots? 10 spots?
Friends the restart.
Already on the stage?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's down on the race.
Overall, of course, yes.
Yeah.
He started. I was like, he did, in fact, start second.
He's making his way back up there.
Hunter Kent, slower progress. He started third. Probably just saving a little bit to charge right at the end. There's a lot of trucks still bunched up very close here in this top 20. There's Jet still charging. Still battling way back here as well. This group about 5 or 6. Don Miller, Moynihan, Pruitt, McCorn, Beasley.
I think this is really where like the main battling is at.
Oh,
I feel like everyone else is gone.
Oh, that 63 looks loose. Oh! Just looked a little sideways through the entirety of the corner. Well held, though, to not bounce off the ball back into Moynihan. Hodison has some sort of issue. He started 4th. I'm not sure. I don't see any noticeable damage there. I don't remember him being involved in an incident either. And there's no more guaranteed caution, so you're not really like, oh, I get a guaranteed catch-up. But this looks like to be off the pace. Only truck out of the race, Logan Giesbrecht, Eli Tomlin, many laps down. Everyone else on the lead lap, but Hodison and Andrew Deemer kind of off the pack from everybody else. We'll go a lap down here in a handful of laps.
Is it too late to make a pick to win?
We forgot to do that.
Yeah, I thought about it during the second stage.
I picked Matt McConville.
I mean, you can. I wanted to pick Jeremy Paris with the way he's moving through this field.
Give me McConville.
I mean, I'm thinking P2.
41 looking a little sideways there off the exit, but they are side by side again for the race lead. Contact between Pfeiffer and Kevin Sully nearly off the exit of 4. Battles throughout the entirety of this field. This group here still not able to separate.
We've got a caution.
Yeah, we've done it.
That is a truck in the outside wall. That was violent.
Well, there it is.
Erdman.
68 machine.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh!
Oh.
Him and Dakota LaRue. Obvious caution there. You're not sure here what. That's a weird way to take a corner. Starts off. It's just weird. It's just to arc it down, and it was not clear. Dakota LaRue obviously just at that point he was already there, just takes him out. But yeah, that was it. That was nobody else involved. It's good news for Andrew Deemer and Tane Hodison, who were going to go a lap down. Eli Tomlin will get one of his many laps back. Heavy damage to that 68. So yeah, here you see it here. Jeremy Paris, Hunter Kent. They saved a set. They're going to use it now. Because what this will do is it will give them the track position needed for the final pit stop, because they cannot make it from here. This is genius, honestly. It's either way it was going to work out for them. But what this will do is they'll fly around everybody else in the next 10 to 15 laps. A caution comes out or something else, and they can just pit with everybody else, take their last set of tires, and they'll restart inside the top 5 more than likely. by Tomlin. This is very interesting strategy-wise now, the way this race is playing out.
I'm a big fan of strategy.
It's so long.
Every time we get close to having a strategy race, caution brought out by someone intentionally bringing out the caution. I mean, I don't got to put up with them anymore. I can call them out. Like, oh no, we're going to lose a race. Whoops, I lost control of the car.
Here we go. Lights are off on top of the pace car. We're starting on lap 88. Still in this front row. Back to the Geico restart zone. We're back underway. Great jump for that. We'll be clear going down to turn number 1. Side by side for second. Davis, McConville will have his teammate McConville will pushing him down the back straightaway.
No, it's entirely unsurprising, but Jeremy Parrish already making it 3 wide, going through the middle, trying to get forward.
Absolutely, make your hay while you can get it. You got the fresh tires. It's going to play perfectly into your strategy no matter what. Look at that. There's Hunter Kent 3 wide doing the same thing. Because if a caution comes out in 15 laps, guess what? You're already at the front of the field. You'll pit, take your last set of tires, and it's a sprint to the finish. And if it doesn't come out, you're already so. If it doesn't come out, then you're going to win the race. If they're somehow going to go green from here, you'll be so far ahead and just pit with your final stop. So either way, you're going to be at the front of this field. Just don't kill yourself trying to get up there. But yeah, he's already up to 5th.
Hunter Kent on the apron, just gaining 5 spots.
He's just got to be careful not to kill anybody doing it. That's the only thing. You're so much quicker. You know you'll pass them. Just, you know, if you got to wait a lap, so be it. You'll be in second behind Paris in a handful of laps. Look at him. He's all the way down. Like he was doing... Who was 4 wide back there? Oh, my goodness. Look at these boys go. They're 2 by 2. 3 rows deep. Oh! 65 of Andrew Stacy got put in the fence there by the 77. Ran out of real estate. Yeah, but there's Jeremy Paris to the lead. Here's Hunter Kent. He can just put that truck anywhere he wants to. Top, bottom, middle, just wherever he wants. They're going to give him the outside. He will fly around the outside.
Kent's been getting blocked a lot.
Yeah, Pears got very lucky with traffic a little bit. Oh, Will Young looked a little loose there, 3 wide, but look at his speed. He's on the bottom, and he still has just so much momentum. Lap 93 here. And he'll just pull away now. We'll see who's quicker between him or Paris didn't have to work as hard, and he's got a little bit of a gap, so we'll see. But now we're in the situation that we talked about. If a caution comes out in the next 10 laps, you're in the final fuel window. Everyone else behind you will 1,000,000% take tires because they need to. And you just say, okay, I'll cancel that out with my own 4-tire stop as well. If the caution does not come out, if they mind their P's and Q's, they'll be 10 seconds up the road when they make their pit stop these two. The tires are 15 laps fresher anyways. So it is looking very good. Again, even if a caution comes out, they might not win the race, but they'll have the track position to fight for it.
Yeah.
So they will be restarting first and third at worst, as long as they don't speed. First and second even.
And the second that you hear, you know, you either hear or see the other cars pitting, you could just react the next lap, and that's it.
You'll be so far ahead. If the caution doesn't come out the next 20 laps, you can even wait a lap. Like, you have the tires. Now that they're gone to the lead, we can just look back here at this hornet's nest. We've seen so much. We've seen so much 3 wide here. It's mind-blowing. Oh, there's Bobby Blazer. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. He's not going to. Oh, big trouble. 71's in it late.
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
This actually will be interesting. That came out too early. I feel like, ooh man, that's an interesting one. All right, let's see here. There was a lot going on there.
I mean, based on what we were told for fuel, they can make it.
They could. You're stretching the fuel and the tires, so he's battling away here with Will Young. And he's kind of straddling the apron. He's trying to get to his inside. Oh. Not able to hang on to that. Coming back up the track.
Isn't that like the first rule of NASCAR?
Keith Long nearly getting in there. Yeah, so with this, though, I think Brandon Minto is killed. From Beasley Beasley's reacting to this. He just sees a truck coming up the track. He just hooks a right, and it KOs him and Minto. Go on board here. Probably too much, back to the right, but you can't really tell from that angle where he's going to end up at. Is it that? Yeah, I mean, yeah. But there was at no point, unfortunately, was he cleared to make that much of an aggressive maneuver. Yeah. Well, there was just so much chaos down the front stretch, and let's just look at it. It makes it worse because he's straddling the apron, so it's almost like he's just gonna be loose the entire time. He's trying to do the crossover. Contact there, and he just comes back up and gets him. And also Keith Long, he'll nose it into the fence because he's going to get help here from Steve Herring. We also, while we were reviewing that wreck, that was pretty much everything that happened with it. We have got our, we got the answer on the strategy. 1st through 8th did not pit. They are all on the same strategy as Jeremy Paris, Hunter Kent. What they will now need is one more caution in about 10 to 15 laps again to reset the tire cycle. Because what they just did when we saw them fly to the front is now what everybody else is going to do to them. But 1st through 8th have one more set of tires. 10th through the rest of the field does not. They have used their 3 sets. So that's where we're at. We get one more caution in 10 laps. Somebody 1st through 8th will more than likely win the race. We get a caution in 2 laps. Doesn't really do anything for them. So they want this to go green just a little bit. Get some wear on those tires. How about this, Rich Jet? It's like that. He is the first man on... Well, actually, he did not take tires. To make that... He came down and just took fuel only. So 1st to 9th are all on the same tire strategy. Looking back at the pit stop times for everybody else. So make that... Yeah. 10 on back. So we got a strategy game here. Here we go. Jeremy Paris, Hunter Kent. We look for Mike McConville. He's the first one on these fresh tires with Will Young. And immediately looking for a spot through the middle. He'll get the middle.
Same thing we said with Paris and Kent. Can't wreck yourself doing it.
Yeah, don't want to burn your stuff up too much because they know too. Like, they're not idiots. They know it. Oh, he's in the wall almost. You don't want to burn your stuff up either. That 4 wide. Hang on to it, boys. Oh my goodness. It is a mess. We got wrecking behind him. Somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Michael Pilardi. Holy smokes, it's everywhere.
Save that. Oh, they're not saving it.
They're still wrecking all over the track. Holy smokes.
It's getting serious.
Yeah, so like I said, that does nothing. Literally nothing for the strategy, because that was a lap. Let's see, was this just a self-clear? He's got Ron Fitting there. I don't think he knows. Oh, I don't think he knew that Stacy was there. Honestly. Like, he's like, oh, I just cleared Fitting. I'm good. And then Andrew Stacy with a heck of a run. But it's almost at the last second. Yeah, no. That's an interesting one. Well, that's that one. Caution was, interestingly, already out, like the second he got... I mean, that was just an instant caution. Well, fair enough. There was something else, too, going on. I think with his Andrew Deemer, maybe, the 83? Yeah, Hodison, Andrew Deemer, and Lafrene. They're just 4 wide, killing each other. Really 5 wide, and they just run out of real estate. That was insane. Yeah, there's Deemer, there's Kevin Sully. We'll jump back forward. Yeah, so nobody blinked from the top 9. McConville, there was so much traffic, didn't actually gain any positions. He lost out to Sean Rogers and Chris Davis were able to bypass him on the same strategy. The 30 laps to go here when we get the restart, and the unfortunate thing for these guys is if we keep getting quick cautions to the end of this thing, the guys behind them won't put a lot of strain on their tires. They're going to have to pull the trigger on that last set at some point, or they get their act together, they go green the rest of the way, and it doesn't matter. The top 9 are stuck holding the set at the end of the race. which you don't want to do.
I mean, with how things have gone, and it potentially only going to get worse from here on out, I think we're going to get another caution.
Yes, but they need it to go a couple laps, though. They have to, because there's no point in giving up all the track position for like a 2-lap difference in tires, essentially. Even if it was 5 laps, I'd say, all right, you did 1 lap caution, 5. You just do 6 laps. Like give them something to give them some sort of delta difference or whatever. The 28 trucks on the lead lap. Beasley was able to beat the pace car off. Herman and Pilardi will be battling for the lucky dog. Andrew Deemer and Keith Long on pit road. I just cut you off there. What were you gonna say?
If they can go like even the 5 laps, I would stay out. I want to get closer to the end before taking that last set, and I would be banking on those cautions. I'd be willing to have that conviction of I'm either going to finish terribly or I'm winning this race on this strategy.
Because you want to make it. It's like, oh, they put. So you're thinking we're gonna get multiple cautions.
We are.
So you're like, I'll pit with 10 to go, and there's nothing they can do to stop me, essentially.
It would be 10, 15 at the latest, pretty much.
Pace cars off. Jeremy Paris. Do the get restart zone? We're back underway. It's essentially a group of 9, and then everybody else, and it's kind of just when the last caution falls, will determine what group gets to win the race. And they are nearly killing each other immediately off the restart. Down the back they go. Conville got to get by Sean Rogers, Chris Davis. He is no longer the first man on that preferred tire strategy. It is Will Young flying through this field. Already up to 5th. Tane Hodison, like dead meat. He's now back up to 10th. How about Moynihan? His truck looked evil in the first stage. Jeff Carson through the middle. Moynihan up to 11th. What a recovery for that. 53. Oh, trouble in the back. John Crow Sr.
Oh, truck almost going up and over.
Oh, more problems. Richard Pruitt, Sean Rogers, big problems.
They're still wrecking.
Multiple wrecks. Just like the last one. Two different incidents. It's a carbon copy. 2 incidents on the front stretch the lap after the restart. We're just taking trucks out at this point. What happened here? Yeah, that 24's killed. John Crow Sr.'s killed. Oh boy. Yeah, that. Oh my goodness. In front of the field, too. That's Claude Furlan getting a piece. And what happened there was Richard Pruitt was one of the guys on the alternate strategy. He was on older tires. Sean Rogers was on fresher tires. That's just a weird one, though. 44 had more room to the inside.
He had the preferred line for a lot of people. He could have just gone down to the apron and gone around him.
Like you can't necessarily call that a block from Pruitt, can you?
I mean, no, because again, the preferred line's been on the apron.
He's just kind of hanging out there. Yeah.
And he comes up and gets him.
Gonna turn him into the fence. He's already killed at this point, and then the 43 makes sure of it. And then there's a second incident with John Crow Sr. Oh, he was dead loose into the corner. He was getting shoved. Cody Morgan, that truck already had some damage, out of control, trying to save it, walks it up the hill, loose again, overcorrects into Andrew Stacy. That truck we just got evil on him. And then more trouble here. We just keep seeing different things. There's Pruitt getting killed. Cody Morgan. Oh, he's gonna. That kills him off the bumper of Don Miller in the 63 because they're just trying to avoid it. Ron Rogers rolling down the track. 58's trying to miss him, and then Don Miller's already there. And what happened here? He runs into them. McConville runs into the back of him, too. Is what happened. He's just trying to lock it down. Oh, boy.
There was a lot going on. But Jeremy Parrish still leads.
26 to go. Yeah, we're taking on a couple of trucks here in what was a very clean race. Now only 25 on the lead lap and on the track. Eli Tomlin might actually pick up a couple of spots here. He's been digging ever since. But yeah, still too early. I mean, they've had 2 green flag laps on these tires. So Will Young in the catbird seat. Jeremy Parrish, the control car. I think at this point, even if it's 1 lap, you might have to pit on the next caution because it's getting to that point. Maybe. You'll just
Got to hold strong.
How confident are you in driving through the field? But there's less trucks now too, so you could leave it late. If you think there's 2 more cautions in it, there's less trucks. You do it. So now we're on the front stretch, and I'm really scared. Danger area.
That's next lap.
That's right.
Oh, that 23 got in the back of 100 can't. I wasn't sure.
I'm surprised that Will Young hasn't made the move past these front 2 yet. But obviously, 74 Chris Davis hit the apron there. He's sliding up. Frene flying around the outside. Got a little bit of left rear damage. Everybody's got damage at this point. Still 3 wide.
I mean, here comes Will Young, McConville, and Moynihan. Starting to build a train on that outside.
Yeah, so these top 2, they had about 12 lap difference on tires, which is a pretty significant amount, honestly. But they're holding strong, man. So if they get 1 more caution, they'll be right back in the catbird seat the other way. How about Derek McCorn, man? He had some early issue, was dead last in stage 1, and he's up here in the top 5. They're holding tough on 12 lap older tires, so that's why you want to leave it late too, because there's a little bit of staying power if it's only about 10 laps.
That's a block there.
From the 52, but there'll be 3 wide on corner exit. Not quite. 05, 52 working together just a little bit. McConville aggressively trying to get back to the front. 41 around the outside. The 8 coming with them. 05 slides up the hill. 41 to his inside, down the back. 52 cannot take a peek to the inside of the 41. 41 should be clear here. He started 25th. He is now first, coming to 20 laps to go. Conville was thinking about 3 wide, going to have to be patient for at least another lap.
No, that 05 just not able to grip.
Yeah, he just walked up the hill out the exit of 2. Didn't hit the wall, though. He's got a truck underneath him. Just needs 1 more caution to reverse his fortunes. He did the same thing that Will Young just did to him. Conville's stuck right behind Jeremy Parrish. He is boxed in, as is everyone behind him. He's going to have to think about making a big move, and there it is. 3 wide. He's got the grip.
Oh,
Contact! And one holds their breath. Oh, McCorn's going to get into him. What a save from McConville.
Hold on, we gotta fight. There's a caution.
Oh,
Caution
and there's
is
a
out.
caution at the same time as that.
What happened here?
Was that the caution? They think they
Was
were
it?
dead? I hope they didn't call this the caution. I don't think they would have. Because hang on, let's see here. Go.
I mean,
Caution is out at this point. You know, I guess it was thrown when McConville started dying. Yeah.
uh-oh.
What?
That just seems a little controversial.
How so?
The truck didn't even go all the way around.
I don't know.
I mean,
This is the moment of caution, and he is dead sideways in front of the field. I don't know. Tough one. Yeah.
that's why I say it's controversial. I mean, he is sideways, but he saved it.
It unintentionally screws him, too. Because of
Yeah.
the tires. Yeah, I'm clicking through every other driver. I don't see nothing. Man. I mean, most times most drivers will probably overcorrect that, though. Let's be real.
Didn't know McConville had it in him.
I didn't. So, shoe is on the other foot now. Diego Rodriguez, Don Miller, Rich Jett, Tane Hodison, CJ Erdman, Ron Fitting. Or actually, the 117 group I know for a fact has tires. So, Jeremy Paris, Hunter Kent, Derek McCorn, John Wilco, Chris Davis, guaranteed to have a set of tires. So we'll see. This is about as great as it's going to get for them. Because they have 15 to go. So they'll have time to work their way up through the front naturally. They also have a little bit of buffer when we get these quick cautions. They can keep going for about 2 laps. Caution. They have a couple mulligans in them. Everybody does. So here we go. It'll be Jeremy Paris from 17th, and we saw how he got through traffic. 25 trucks on the lead lap back to Claude Furlan. Michael Pilardi, first truck 1 lap down, but is many laps down at this point. Restart will be with 15 laps to go. About Moynihan in 3rd. That's a
truck that was trying to kill him to 3rd.
It's a McConville in 2nd, but he's got no tires left, and he just had to do a little half spin. So how much does he have left? Yeah, Moynihan, he just needed the lights to turn on. His truck was not well handling in the sun. But we've got under the lights here, and he's in a solid position. Here we go. Pace car is off. Will Young, the control car. We're back underway. Looks like the 18 might have spun the tires a tiny bit there. Eyes back to Jeremy Paris and Hunter Kent.
RE3 wide.
Got to make these moves. You don't know when that next caution's going to come, so put yourself in a position. Just move up a couple rows each time, and he is flying. 30 to 14th. Oh, he's really boxed in. Blazer. Oh, he's going to get turned. No caution there.
Green.
So now eyes forward to Hunter Kent. He got boxed in, and there was like pushing the pusher, but it was the middle of the corner at Las Vegas. So Hunter Kent, the first man on tires. He is up to 15th. He is 2 seconds behind the leaders. Look at McConville still going. I know his tires aren't as good as Will Young's. He's still battling it out, though. That's what the guys on fresh tires want to see behind him, though. There's some fierce battle and burn up your stuff. Moynihan's right there. Kevin Sully, Jeff Carson, Pfeiffer, LaFrenne, Diego Rodriguez. Rich Jett up 26 spots. Kevin Sully, he started 30th. A bunch of big movers up here. Jeremy Parrish trying to get it back gathered. He lost a ton of time. Rick Kent to 13th. 12 to go.
Yep. Kevin Sully, he's looking to make a move on the inside. He takes peeks.
How about this in his debut, too? How funny would that be? They are duking it out. Hunter Kent just set the fastest lap of the race, 30.08. He's up to 12th. Looking to the inside of Jacob Carter for 11th. Oh, that was close.
Good contact between Sully and McConville.
That was real close. 41 just trying to hold them all at bay. Had to cover that 8. I was trying to cover the 59. Look at the 06 way around the outside. LaFrenne. And here comes Hunter Kent into the top 10. It looks like more than 10 trucks in the top 10. They are just all over the place. Using every inch of this racetrack. Look at Kevin Sully, man. To the inside of Will Young. He joined the session about 15 minutes prior to the race. I didn't have any information on him. This team was apparently nerve racing with Don Miller. Also making his debut tonight. The only thing that it didn't even give me a hometown. There was nothing auto-generated. I only know he drives the 59.
Also, here comes Rich Jett.
Yeah, he's on I think his last set he took at 107, so he's kind of like in between everybody. But Hunter Kent will be the one to watch. Jeremy Paris from 21st back to 18th, but heartbreak for him. Hunter Kent now to 6th. If he can just clear these trucks, he's got it made. Because he's got... Oh, there goes the 21 around! Yellow is out. So good news there for Jeremy Paris. He can get bunched back up. Doesn't really do anything for Hunter Kent. He was already there. Maybe. Let's see.
I mean, it gets him bunched into traffic.
It kind of hurts Hunter Kent more so, I think. 'Cause it's going to give him less laps. He would have rather have done that, one lap at a time, I feel like. All right, let's see what happened. Very obvious. 21 got turned. Looks like 23 Derek McCorn off the nose of his truck. No, just slight contact made on the right side of that truck. But he was 23, drove it in there real deep. I'm surprised he didn't get him right there, honestly. Or here, or there, here. And then they're off of each other. And it looks like the 23 is coming back down and is going to get himself turned. The 21 onto the 23. He does a nice job of locking it down, though, and avoiding catastrophe. He'll be able to at least fight for a couple positions at the back end of this field. Be like 3 laps to go. When we get the restart. already getting the lucky dog. Waiting for the lights to go off on top of the pace car. Will Young, that helps him, though. Again, with less laps for Hunter Kent to use that tire advantage. You're San Diego State. That's got to be pretty embarrassing, though. North Carolina was called fraudulent by everybody, and then they just blew you out. Got to be pretty tough.
Is that where we're at right now?
Yeah. That's embarrassing.
I was 37-16 in the first.
Oof. I got to fill up my bracket tomorrow then, for sure. So it'll be 4 laps to go. We should get it lights off this time by. 4-lap sprint, not including any potential overtimes. Claude Furlan does beat the pace car out. Does anything the 16 seeds matter do, though? You know what I mean? Like, oh, the 16 seed lost the play-in game. Well, you're going to lose the first-round game anyways. You won your conference. You won your conference championship game to even get there. So it's like you should be happy just winning your conference. Here we go. Top 3 pitted on lap 97. Kevin Sully pitted on 102. Hunter Kent 117. Rich Jett 107. Casey Pfeiffer 97. Jeff Carson 97. Don Miller 97. Or no, LaFrenne 97. Don Miller 107. Jeremy Paris 117. He'll probably be driving angry. At least sneak a top 10 out of it. Probably could have been fighting for the win with that 52 truck, though. But here we go. It's going to be 4 laps, and I think we got overtime in our future, though.
I would put money on overtime.
It's the live betting favorite. Here we go. We'll find out. Back underway.
Once again, not a good restart for that outside line. They're already 3 wide.
That's going to hurt Hunter Kent. Jeremy Paris, you could take it. Look at him go. He already gained a spot. Hunter Kent has lost a spot on that restart. Went from 6th to 7th. Kevin Sully to 2nd. Mike McConville to 3rd. 77 got shoved off into the corner by Jeff Carson. Sully was looking real good. Hunter Kent desperate to make moves. Coming to 3 laps to go. Honda with a move to the outside. Remember, he had that little half spin. Does his tires have anything left? Look at him maneuver to the bottom. He's got something left in those good years. Contact with the 59. Hunter Kent still in 7th, surprisingly. He's not going to have enough time to get up here. Jeremy Paris still stuck in 15th. Big block from McConville. Trying to hold Kevin Sully at bay. To the outside of Will Young, 2 laps to go.
Oh!
Sully!
Sully try to get there.
Hang on to it. Takes him out of
Here comes
contention.
Hunter Kent.
4 wide,
Oh,
nearly
Kent.
down the back. McConville trying to shove Will Young off into the corner. Faster than he wants to go. 3 wide behind him. Sully trying to block for everything he's worth. Moynihan into the
Moynihan
wall.
in the
White
wall.
flag, they made it. Race is official. Incredible. What has McConville got? It's Will Young from 25th trying to hold on. We're wrecking in the back. It doesn't matter. White flag's out. Big wreck through 1 and 2. McConville's going to have one more shot at it. Blocking low, then high. What has he got for him? Here comes Hunter Kent, though, on the fresh tires. In the final corner. Throttle up for Hunter Kent. Can he get there? Here he comes. He's through to 2nd, but Will Young incredibly holds them all off. And the 41 wins the Ecosave 200.
What a finish.
What a finish, boys. Where did Hunter Kent come from?
I really thought Kent might have had it if he would have been able to get to the inside there.
If the 41 washed up at all, I think Kent just walked. Well, yeah, if the 41 washed up, Hunter Kent's walking right through it. Holy smokes! Well done, everybody. Well done. Take a look at the white flag lap, the big wreck. It happened somewhere. Oh. Yeah, Casey Pfeiffer not going to be thrilled with that move from Derek McCorn at all. He just got absolutely dumped from a good position there. And nobody else involved in that wreck is going to be happy about it. There's Chris Davis, who dominated stage 2, getting involved. LaFrene. Yeah, they're not going to be happy about that one. And then back to, we said, oh, it's our... Well, yeah, Hunter Kent just kind of sneakily just worked his way up there. Just one at a time. Jeremy Paris will end up with 10th. He does get that top 10. But he's looking low, then high. And look at that, just that little bit of grip. Hunter Kent able, as Jeff Carson gets shipped. Moynihan just drives in there. Carson finishes 14th. Right here, you think he has a chance at it if he could just keep that momentum. But he falls in behind.
Yeah, I think if he committed to it and just stuck to the inside.
He didn't want to wreck himself, though. He's like, I got second in the bag. I don't want to just spin us both out coming to the line. But what a race. Holy smokes, dude. Will Young handled that perfectly. On older tires, too. He was able to hold off everybody. Like they're already all off the track. So let's go ahead and get your race winner in here. Here with your race winner, Will Young. You had 2 starts, obviously, made both the prior races, 2 top 10s. You were 6th in points coming into tonight. And then you go out and put on a clinic and win in a thrilling fashion here in Las Vegas. So a great start for the 41 truck to start off season 5.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't think you guys probably didn't mention my truck at all in the first 2 stages.
Yeah, you started 25th, all the way back to 25th.
Yeah, started 25th. End of stage 1, I was like 35th or something. It was just way like insanely loose, wrecking in almost every turn. But once sun went down, I made a couple adjustments and truck felt absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and it came alive in that, final 50, 60 laps we had. And that's something that the open setups add, the flexibility of it. Like you said, you made some adjustments, worked on that truck. The full-length races, we go from, day to night, changes the handling. We had comers and goers, so just a fantastic race. And then there's the tire strategy among all of that. You pitted on lap 97 with your last set of tires. Some of the guys behind you pitted on like lap 117, and you were able to hold them all off in the final couple of restarts there.
Yeah, super close race. I was kind of terrified on that last restart, to be honest. Never really had a chance to break away, so tons of fun though.
It was funny, you were sitting there looking at McConville in your rearview mirror down the back on the last lap, and then you go through 3 and 4, and there's Hunter Kent, one of the guys with fresher tires right on your back bumper. Just walk me through that final lap, how you're able to hold them all off.
Yeah, I mean, he came out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie. I thought was block McConville down the backstretch. As long as he doesn't get beside me, I'm fine. And then here comes this guy on my back bumper. I got like really tight from that. I don't know if he hit me or anything, but yeah, I was like thinking I was gonna go right into the wall, but just got honestly a bit lucky that he did hit me and didn't slide underneath me. He probably would have taken that down the front stretch.
Absolutely. But a fantastic race, a great start to your season. 3 top tens and 3 starts, with one of them being a win. So you got the win in the bag and can kind of just focus on some wins now. The pressure's off in regards to that win. Got it done early. So the rest of the regular season should be pretty fun for you.
Yeah, thanks for the interview.
Absolutely. And we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Uh, um, no, not really. Just want to thank mom and dad.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you back here next week, hopefully. I don't know the schedule. I didn't see the truck schedule, but congratulations again.
Thank you.
Here with your runner-up tonight, Hunter Kent made a great charge at it on the alternate strategy tonight. One more lap. Last week was 135. This week was 134. If it was 135 this week, you probably win that race. But started third, finished second overall. A solid night for the 52 machine.
Yeah, man, can't really complain. We had a great strategy tonight. You know, tires. You know, unfortunately, this comes to be a drafting track, so tires are going to matter, and we decided to save one of our sets for situations like this with cautions, and cautions were breeding cautions, and that was not helping us there at the end. But man, to drive from the back to the front, and twice. All we needed was one more lap. I got blocked in the middle there, I think, coming to the white, and that really hurt me too. But all in all, great race. Big shout out to Jeremy. I know he got in a little fender bender there at the end, but I know both of us were pointed towards pit road there at one point in the race, and we were both able to save it. So it was a very eventful race.
Yeah, you ended up second. He ended up recovering to 10th. And yeah, you almost got it right there. Dan almost stole it, got to the inside there. But that was thrilling. Like you said, working your way from the back to the front, having to be cautious about it, but knowing that you're much faster than everybody else. And sometimes going 3 and 4 wide, knowing that you can make those moves, pretty cool to watch. But congratulations on the runner-up tonight. Let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Just big shout out to Jeremy and Daniel over there. We put a lot of work in, and we try to come out every week and have fun and try to win some races. So maybe we'll get this 52 truck here in Victory Lane soon. But big shout out to you guys for broadcasting, Chris for putting on the league. This will be my second season in it. It's been a lot of fun. So appreciate you guys, and we'll see you at the next one.
Absolutely. Congratulations again. We'll see you next time out.
Thanks, fellas.
Here with your third place finisher tonight, Ferda Motorsports is not invincible, as we've proven finally. 2 race winning streak comes to an end.
We are finally defeated.
Not for a lack of trying, though, from yourself and Blazer and Minto. That was a fun race watching y'all battle. You end up leading that group home in third. Just a crazy race with tire strategy, late race restarts. So walk me through like the final couple of restarts and what you were dealing with on your side of things.
Well, the strategy started real early on with the 05 and the 52 not taking tires at that first stage. So they had an extra set for late in the race. And man, if the racers could have stayed clean, or well, not even stayed clean, because it was very clean, just stayed green at the end, we'd have had something for them. But it's hard to hold off those new tires, and then when your truck's good on the second half of a run and you can only run the first half of a run. But I mean, it is what it is. Well, we finished first, second, and third, so we covered the whole podium and all 3 assets of the race.
That's a bad trend though. Come playoff time, you'll be 25th in the championship race. Hate to see it.
Hey now.
Listen, you're the one that started the trend. You better not finish 4th next week. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I better not start 4th.
Yeah.
But no, this race was fun as hell between Will, Jeremy, Hunter in the first stage, Moynihan, and my teammates Minto and Blazer. Man, I couldn't have really, other than winning, I couldn't have asked for much more for a fantastic race.
Yeah, how about Moynihan, man? We were watching him in that first stage. His truck looked like it wanted to kill him. Deathly loose. He ended up finishing 6th. But yeah, this was a fun race because, like we said to Will Young, he started 25th, won the race. The full length races, the open setups, it allows guys to make some adjustments. You have the day to night. It changes the way that the truck handles the track, how it feels temperature-wise. And we saw some great racing tonight. The first half, I think we only had like 2-3 cautions in the entire first half of the race. It got a little chippy at the end, like it always does, especially when we get these restarts, cautions breeding cautions. But yeah, the tire strategy was great. There was just so much going on. It was a fantastic race.
You guys saw it. What happened with the caution where I had to do my miraculous save? Was there something that happened behind me, or
that you were the caution?
That is so weird to me.
Yeah, because I mean,
like I was 45 degrees to the rest of the field, but come on, iRacing.
I think 9 times out of 10 though, that truck overcorrects and dies.
I also don't think it was thrown by iRacing.
It was. Chris said he didn't throw it. It was an iRacing caution.
Wild.
Yeah, we didn't see anything else.
Which is that weird. I killed my own strategy.
Yeah, really. Yeah, like because I was like, the second it came out, I was like, oh, that screws him on the tires because it brings, it allows them everyone else to take that last set that they saved.
Damn it, just wasn't my night.
But still finished third. But yeah, it was good to see some new faces. We had 30. We sent one man home. I feel bad. We sent one person home. But glad we're still getting full fields. We had a couple of new faces in the field tonight. Love to see it.
Oh yeah. Hopefully keep that trend up because it's always. I know it's a bummer that some of these guys get sent home practicing all week, tuning in their sets and the official stuff for today, but it's hard to keep a full field sending guys home, and not many leagues can say that. There's somewhere between 20 to 30 guys, maybe. So being able to say we have enough guys to send people home in qualifying makes us different.
Yeah. So next we are truck schedule. We had obviously 2 weeks off, but we're back next week. We got 3 weeks in a row. We'll go to Homestead, Miami, and that'll be another really good one just because it's Homestead.
Not to brag a little bit, but yours truly is the defending race winner of that race. Yeah, so I'm putting my stamp on it now. If anyone else wants to win that race, they have to come through this 8-car truck.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes. Good luck to you, sir. You called your shot a week in advance. I'll hold you to it. Congratulations on third place, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you got any.
I want to thank the American Legion of Cape May for coming on board. You guys always love having you on the car or truck, whatever it may be. The produce place, my daytime job. I love that they trust me enough to promote the business. Family owned. If you ever need any lunch meat, fresh produce, sandwiches, South Jersey, we're in North Cape May, New Jersey, right across from Wawa.
There you go. There you have it. Well, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Can't wait to go watch the broadcast and see you guys in Homestead.
All right. See you there. All right. Finally, our first oval race in probably over a year, I think. Very close to it, I feel like. But yeah, that was as exciting as I thought it would be. Your final thoughts, Art?
Good race. Excited, like you said, to be back on normal ovals. Can't wait for next week.
Homestead going to be incredible. I already know it.
Love Homestead.
Homestead's going to be great. But Will Young, Hunter Kent, McConville, your podium. How about Kevin Sully in his debut finishing fourth? Rich Jett from the back to the front. Moynihan survived his truck trying to kill him. Don Miller in his debut finished 9th. Dakota LaRue finished 16th in his debut. So some good finishes there. And 23 trucks on the lead lap. All the way back to Logan Giesbrecht, and Matt Metler was the only one we sent home. But if he's watching or watches it back, I hope he comes back next week. Hope he makes a show. I hope we continue to get full fields for as long as we possibly can. It just makes it that much better. The racing is very good, and looking forward to Homestead next week. So yeah, that's one thing we currently have planned. We'll be back next Tuesday at around 8:15. I'll take care. Have a great week.